Hello, this is Aubrey Bursch with Easy School Marketing. I'm excited you're here with me today. So we're going to talk about 5 retention do's for 2022. All right. So this is key because retention is so important. Not only does it cost you more to recruit new families and prospective families and get them to sign on and attend your school, but when you have basically retention issues, what you're going to see is that your external brand is hurt, your enrollment is hurt, and your community suffers. I mean, if you've ever been at a school or even just joining like a gym or something where all of a sudden there's this high turnover rate, it doesn't create a solid community. In fact, so much is missing from that community, and it's really hard to kind of get invested in a community with such high turnover. So retention is important for so many reasons. So let's talk about 5 retention do's for 2022. All right, number 1, look, I know I speak about this a lot, but the importance of surveys and third-party interviews, it's so important because if you don't know what your parents are thinking and feeling about their experience, the program, your entire school, the events, anything like that, if you don't know what they're actually truly thinking and feeling, your COVID-19 protocols, all those things, if you don't know how they're thinking and feeling and what they don't like, then how can you improve their experience? And if their experience isn't improved, then they might be those silent, what do we call the silent but deadly people who just don't say anything, and then all of a sudden at the end of the year, they don't renew their contract and they're off somewhere else, right? So that is key. You need the data and the information to be able to make really good decisions about how to improve, what needs to be improved, and what your strengths are, right? So please take some time, do third-party interviews, do a survey, do surveys throughout the year. Really understand what your parents are thinking and feeling. It's so important. All right, number 2, if you haven't already, I highly suggest that you create a series, like a drip email series, that really showcase the next level and the end product. So if they're in middle school, it would showcase high school and the alumni, your alumni, right? Because what you want is parents always being educated about what's to come. Like, this is what's to come. Here's the value behind it. Here are case studies. Here, here's our alumni, what they're off doing, right? And it should be a sequence of emails that really help parents understand. You can even get a little more granular and personalized, which I highly recommend, so that people who are in kindergarten, you're talking about the first grade and then maybe the end product, okay? So, or you're in 3rd grade, so you're talking about the 4th grade and then the end product. Really understand the importance of that because you really want to seed why it's important to stay, right? Retention, retention, retention. Number 3, this is really important. So relationships help with retention. I'm assuming that everyone knows that, but I don't want to make assumptions. So when people feel connected and they have strong relationships with the school, they'll probably feel more comfortable coming to you when they have an issue and be more understanding when things don't always work out, okay? And this is important. And they'll feel more connected and won't see the school as kind of like this other thing out there. It's like, oh, this is the school and the head of school's name is this and I met with her and blah, blah, blah. So understanding that relationships are key. We need to get out there and meet parents. We need to talk to them individually. We need to be making phone calls. This is both for the administration and teachers. They really need to know each family well, okay? So that they have that relationship, because those relationships are what's gonna hold parents there and families there and help them, through the challenges and help them celebrate with them for their victories and stuff like that. So really important to have those relationships. Number 4, along with relationships, is creating community. I think we've seen this fizzle out during COVID because the community opportunities have looked very different in person and virtual, but really it's assessing what your community needs now. Is it small in-person groups, meeting outside if you can, whatever you can do, but figuring out how do we create community and to understand the importance of not just the whole school community, but class-specific community. A lot of parents that we talk to and survey through surveys and interviews, third-party interviews, have mentioned over and over again, I want to know the other people in my child's class and grade. Like, these are the people I'm gonna be with for a long time and create community with, and I want that connection, right? Now, obviously, when you get to high school, it's a little different, but still, parents wanna know one another. They wanna be involved. They want that sense of community. And you can't do that if you haven't given parents several, not just one opportunity a year, several a year, to be able to make those connections and to really build community and have friends in that peer group. All right, number 5. So here's the thing. Social proof is really important. It's this idea that people who have, experienced the product know more about the product than we do, right? So social proof, like that could be testimonials, case studies, everything like that. So it helps reaffirm to parents, if they're looking at social proof from other parents, maybe in other grades, and maybe students themselves and alumni, like when they're seeing that, it's reaffirming to them, oh yeah, this is a good product, right? I should stay here. So weaving in social proof in your email newsletters, obviously on your website, but we're talking current parents here. So I would say, some current parents do go to your website to log into your parent portals, but every opportunity you can, whether it's at an event and you have someone speak about their experience, whether it's via emails, whether it's on your weekly newsletter, please reaffirm through social proof. When parents see it over and over and over again, they start to internalize it. Oh, this is a good place. Oh, look, he's off to, Harvard or something like that. Please remember, social proof matters. All right, number 6. Number 6 is really important because we need to remember to connect people with the classroom and their child's experience. So connect parents with the classroom, what's happening in the classroom, and the child's experience. This is so critical because if you think about it, obviously the parents care about their child's experience because they wouldn't have paid tuition and send their child to an independent school if they didn't want their child to have a certain experience. So how are we communicating about that experience? How are we showcasing the value of what's happening in that child's classroom and showcasing the individual experience that that child is having? This is key, and I highly recommend that however you do it, whether it's through drip emails, whether it's through personalized outreach, that is communicated several times a year. And for what's happening in the classroom, that should be weekly. What's happening with that child's experience, that could be bi-weekly, but definitely we want to reaffirm to parents, yes, this is the value you signed up for, this is the value we're delivering, and this is the experience that your child's having. That's why parents are coming to your school. So we need to tell them, yes, we're delivering on it. So I added in a bonus there. So please, I hope that these retention dues for 2022 help you. I'd love to hear what's working for you in retention. Email me at Aubrey@easyschoolmarketing.com. Thanks.